My journey started some 21 years ago. I was privileged to be appointed what they call graduate assistant. That position actually is exclusively for alumni of the university that excel in their graduation year. So I feel privileged and honored to be one of those. So I rose through the ranks from graduate assistantship to assistant lecturer and to lecturer 2 and lecturer 1. I was appointed a postdoctoral fellow at CPUT in 2008 at the Department of Chemistry. I've always known from 1997 when I started the career that for me to be a scholar of international repute, I must have a reputation in the 3 arms of scholarship, and that is my research, my teaching, and my community engagement activities. And for me, research is the core. I believe whatever I discover in the lab or in the field, I should take back to the classroom, and part of it also that I can take to the community. I love my research. I love being in the lab with students. I love going to the field. I get excited when I'm in the lab, so that is my strength. The ECP position, the faculty coordination position that I got, gave me an additional value to the ways I teach. And so I got an appointment as the faculty ECP coordinator in 2011. That made a big shift in my knowledge and exposure as an academic, especially in terms of teaching and learning. Because I was taught as a scientist, as you may know. I didn't have any formal training in education, but that position exposed me to all kinds of things, from how you deliver your lecture to the things you need to do to support your students, and assessment practices and all kinds of things, even technologies. And so that took me to another angle that I wouldn't have been able to experience if I didn't have the position of the Extended Curriculum Programs Coordinator. I think the first thing I did when I was appointed was to institute a faculty ECP committee. That has been very helpful in terms of management, getting information and coordination. Professor Garaway and Professor Stark, whenever there are issues and challenges within the faculty and we take it to them, they are always there to support us in ways as much as is possible within their powers also. Prior to my appointment, there was no structure in terms of ECP provision in the faculty. And one of the tasks then that I had to undertake was to put a structure in place. I was a bit lucky because I had the support of the deanry. It was the dean and the assistant dean, then Professor Hugo, especially. I was reporting to him at the time. ECP is a fantastic initiative by the government. And really, if I have my way as an individual, 90% of CPUT students will be on ECP. Over the years, I've organized the national benchmark testing for some years now, and I've seen that less than 10% of our students are actually prepared for tertiary education. And so the extended curriculum programs is a way of bridging that gap, if I can use that word, and make the students to succeed within the minimum time, which is far better than spending 7 years and dropping out of school because they were not ready for what we were providing for them. But if we take them through ECPs, the chances are that more of our students will graduate and have qualifications at the end of their studies. So for me, ECP is a great intervention. I would want to see it expand. My background as one that came from a very, very meek and lowly background will inform some of the things I'll be doing from now onwards. The fact that some children out there, especially the black ones, the disadvantaged ones, they can look at me and say, if my Beatrice did it, I can also do it. That makes me extremely happy.